underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive...
Goes for a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
And it's Diaz. Looking to play a great chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. That ball looks a good one. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the keeper beats it away. Gyökeres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's played through for him. He has found the way through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. Well, that is a good challenge from him. Now it's Pedro Neto! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Lookman. The less said about that pass, the better. Pedro Neto. On a serious charge here. Pedro Neto. Højlund! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
Now it's... Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Højlund actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. He's rising! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of just about within shooting. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Højlund showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Brahim Diaz.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game.
Tries a shot! And no mistake. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Nice interception, well timed. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Casemiro. Llorente. Now Gundogan. Lookman. Now it's Lukaku. Walker calmly anticipates. Fofana.
Milan always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, this looks sharp. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pedro Neto, given the lift of his goal. Gundogan. Llorente making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Conte. Referee's given a throw. Kyle Walker. And Bremer. João Cancelo. For Pedro Neto. Nice bit of trickery. He's found a way through. And it's Fofana. Gundogan. And it's Lukaku. Well, played right into his path. It's a promising position. He is through here. Well, that's an excellent interception. Fofana. Can he get it through? Brahim Diaz. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Quality ball. Now it's Højlund. Walker. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kante gets across to intercept that. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Lookman. João Cancelo cuts it out. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Diaz. Højlund! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Højlund really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. Barella. And here's Neto. This looks promising. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Diaz. He's on it. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There's the shot! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Højlund.
Højlund really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Conte. Oh, that's a key interception. Casemiro. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? Bremer gets over and intercepts. Kyle Walker. Tomori. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. He's got away. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Oh, what has happened here? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shoots! It's loose, and in he goes again. Well, that is rather wayward.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 22. Numero 30. Numero 19.
João Cancelo.
Il numero 13. Il numero
Tries
5.
to pass it through.
Il numero 4.
Can he latch onto this? And he's managed to get free.
Il numero 14. Attenzione, un cambio.
Another chance from a corner. Milan get their fourth corner. Towering header! And that really should have been that.
Rabiot really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Rafael Leao. Great ball if he can get there. He leaps for it! And how did he not put that away? It's a pretty loose pass. Bremer. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Jorginho finding himself in space. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So again, we have parity.
Manchester United really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Thuram. And it's slung out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. João Cancelo getting forward.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bremer makes the interception. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's shifting through the gears here. Bremer spots it and intercepts. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Kluivert.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
And the
recupero.
number on the board is 3. No, that's been intercepted. Kyle Walker. Well, that looks a decent ball. Kluivert. Conte. Lookman. Walker promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's picked it up out wide. Kante receives it in a wide position.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Tries one from range. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that's it. They will have to shake on that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.